Hey guys, it's Mark here, back with another card review, and today we are reviewing the 17th Kingdom Avante Garde. And as well, thank you to all the new followers that have came from the giveaway or just found my channel. Sorry, the setup is still like this. It's gonna be like this for another week or two till I get moved, get my new setup and stuff, but we'll make do with what we have. And also, I have seen a couple of comments. I've noticed it myself watching the videos back about the sound being a little low, and I've been looking at some editing stuff, so hopefully I saw where you can adjust the sound. So I got this I don't know what it's called, but thing to edit the videos, so hopefully that'll make the videos a little higher quality, the sound a little better. But if you're new here, welcome to the channel, and if you've been here, thanks for continuing watching. So these cards were, I believe, the 2023 deck of the year. I'm not really sure who puts that on, but that is what I heard for these cards. And obviously, as you can tell right away, very interesting deck of cards. Cool knife I use for cutting. There we go. For cutting open decks of cards, but this one, with it not having a stamp, I didn't think I was gonna need it, but obviously much more needed than normal. What the fuck? And if I do figure out how to edit, I'll edit this part out. But yeah, here we go. Now it's off. But so yeah, these are a very cool deck of cards. The shape is very interesting, the whole setup. So obviously with a shape like this, you couldn't just take it off the top because how it wouldn't fit. So they had this cool little thing on the back here. But before we open it, this is what it looks like. It's got this nice embossing on it. This cool little thing on the back, and then the little dude there, the red on the cards. I know they made a couple versions of this. In the first version, like, the cards were covered here, and it was messing up the tuck case, so they took that part out of it. But yeah, so this is how you open it in the back here. It's just got this little thing that opens it, and then you pull that, and look at that, this is sweet. Look at that red on the tuck case there. I don't even know if you can call it a tuck case, but wow, that's super cool. So if you look here, these whole things just come apart. And before we even look at the cards, you can see the whole box there. Hopefully I'll be able to put this back together. But oh shoot, I already dropped a few of them. But it's kind of interesting because when you're holding the outsides, it feels like a normal deck of cards, maybe a little smaller. But obviously, it's just the middle, so if you're not touching the middle, it doesn't feel any different. Be interesting to see. I will check out later in this video how they shuffle and stuff. And something cool that's interesting. So the Ace of Spades is what we were seeing through the opening on the deck there. So if you were to put, like, say, you wouldn't want to, but if you were to put, the Four of Spades there, it wouldn't look like, it would look like a completely different deck of cards, pretty much. But so yeah, here is the back design. We've got some snakes, white border, got some crowns, and different, sort of like a medieval type of vibe to it. That's really cool. These, so kind of interesting from opening a lot of decks of cards. Typically, the two jokers are in front and the two ad cards are in back, and that gives you the 56 cards. The two jokers, two ad cards, or whatever else they add in, plus the 52 cards. But they added their jokers and or add cards in the back here. And it almost looks like they have 3 jokers. They've got this guy here, this guy, and then this sort of like ancient Egypt type of vibe, goddess there. And then for the 4th card, kind of just like a gaff card, or I guess, I don't know what you would call it, but a 17 of diamonds. That's really cool. I've never seen anything like that before, but yeah, and there is indeed 17 diamonds on that, so that's a really cool extra card there. It's also, if you look closely in gold there, it's got just like a faint outline of the snakes that are on the back design. So yeah, definitely a very, obviously, other than the shape, is still a very unique deck of cards. And these cards are, I would need to get a regular deck to compare it to, but just from putting it in my cassette holder with the rest of my cards, they are, I can tell, a little bit smaller than a standard deck of cards. But yeah, let's go through the cards here. So we have Ace of Spades, which is what we saw on the tuck case there, obviously. Then go through all the spades, and it looks like they all have that faint outline of the back design there as well. So let's see the court cards. Forgot to mention it, but also very unique pips and indices. It's a very cool 8 there, a little bit bigger and more wonky on the on the pips and indices. The writing's a little different. Yeah, but very cool. And so let's get into the ad cards. We have the Jack here, who, yeah, he's got like this mask on. I can't tell, like, I would have to look it up, but I don't know. It's kind of like, looks like between like a Japanese, like, Kill Bill type of vibe mixed with like ancient or like medieval times, I would say. I was trying to see, these cards aren't gilded, but they almost look gilded just from looking at a single card because of the red on the outside there. But yeah, so very cool cards. That is the Queen. That is super cool. Very cool design there. I like that a lot. King, also very cool. Again, kind of between, like I said, like Japanese and medieval, but very interesting look there. And then the diamond, Ace of Diamonds. So I'm assuming the Ace of Spades is the only ace with a person on it, and that was for the cover specifically, I would guess, because, as you know, I'm sure most of you know, the Ace of Spades is always the first. It just hit me. The reason, that's really crazy. Sorry, I just popped into my head there. So the first card was the Ace of Spades with the guy on it, and the reason all 4 of the ad cards were in the back, or the 2 ad cards plus the 2 jokers, or in this case 1 ad card plus 3 jokers, is because they needed the Ace of Spades to be the first card so you could see the guy through there. So that is why the extra 4 cards were in the back. You guys probably thought of that as I was saying it earlier, but I just now thought of that. So yeah, all the cards have a very nice look to them. Let's go through the rest of these court cards. Are these different, or are these the same then? Let's check. Huh, interesting. So they're all different. Like, if you look at these 2 queens, this one, like I said, is more like of a Japanese type vibe, and this is like a witch, or like a possessed sort of like type of look. So yeah, all unique court cards. Wow, that's a very cool with the the sword in there on the clubs. But yeah, we'll see. All the court cards are pretty, not standard, but similar to each other. But we'll go through the rest of the court cards to see how else they look. And again, it looks like all the jacks are kind of wearing some sort of mask or something covering up part of their face. And then all the queens they all look different, but they all have like the kind of like drawings on their face and stuff. And wow, that king's really cool. And then just very quickly we'll go through the last three. Again, the jack face covered, queen. Wow, that one's really cool. Very nice look on that. But so all the court cards are unique. Yeah, so now let's see. I've been interested since I got these cards to see how they feel. And I mentioned it in the beginning of the video, but if you're just seeing this one and haven't seen the one before, I'm doing. Sorry about that. If the screen switched, it's storming outside right now. My dog is freaking out, so I had to stop for a sec. But I said I was gonna learn how to edit anyway, so I guess I'll have to do that for this video. So good reason to. Plus, make the sound better. Want to also add in like the score on the screen at the end. But as I was saying, these cards are a little bit hard to shuffle. Obviously not really a deck of cards that, like, I don't know, for me at least, not a deck of cards I'm going to be playing poker with or euchre or whatever. But yeah, we'll see if we can shuffle them here. And like I said, I think I'll try and edit it so you don't hear it twice. But if you haven't seen my last video, I'm doing a giveaway for the King's Wild Project, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring Gilded Edition. So all you have to do for that is just comment on my last video, that video, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be picking a winner in 6 days now. It might be 5 days by the time you guys see this, but yeah. So these cards, yeah, I don't really want to do a normal shuffle with them because they're so thin in the middle here that it's kind of like you can do this type of shuffle, and then you can shuffle them, but you don't really want to do the normal shuffle because I don't know, it just feels like it's gonna bend the cards. But yes, we'll get into a review here, so this video is not too long for the tuck case. Very unique, very different. 10 out of 10 for sure. And I mean, it's just, yeah, I'm trying to think, because these cards, I wouldn't want this for every tuck case, or this deck for every deck of cards to be like this, but I've mentioned before, ratings are subjective. It could be a very plain deck of cards that you think are really cool and I give it a 40 out of 40, or it could be a really unique deck, so it doesn't, it's just how I like the cards, I guess, and you can like them for different reasons, and they can be good or bad for different reasons. But as far as the design, which obviously will count the shape in all of that of the cards. I love the court cards on these. Very cool. So we're also, especially the queens. The queens are so cool on these. Yeah, that one especially is super cool. So we'll go 10 out of 10 on that. So 20 out of 20. And normally I do the cost last, but I'm just thinking out in my head here. The cost wasn't as much as you would expect for these cards. I think it was only, I don't know, sorry, my cat's up here, maybe $15, $15, so not bad at all. Yeah, so 10 out of 10 for the price. Feel of these cards, they feel nice, it's just the usability is not really there. So we're gonna go, here's my cat if you want to see him. His name's Ziggy. Sorry about this video is getting all over the place, but we're gonna go 5 out of 10 on that, just because they're a little hard to use, hard to shuffle, but I mean with a deck like this it's gonna be like that. So 35 out of 40. Yeah, the 17th Kingdom avante garde. Sorry if this video was, like I said, not as structured as I wanted to be. Getting better at them, or at least I think I am. And yeah, the setup's gonna be better soon. Yeah, thank you. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe to the channel and check out the last video if you want a chance to win those cards. And yeah, avante garde, 17th Kingdom, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks. Hey guys, since I have to edit this video anyway, wanted to put something in at the end here that I found out after I was making the video. Since the Ace of Spades you can put in, you can switch out the Ace of Spades for any of the court cards and have that as the box, or you know, the outside look from the box. Thought that was really cool. Because like I said, I really like the queens in this video, and yeah, so you can make that, like, you can see it from the box. Sorry about my animals in the video. It's storming like fuck here, and yeah, they're freaking out because of the storm. But yeah, see you guys in the next one.